we're such herd animals that we like to just do what everyone else does, kind of. That's why everybody fucking bought toilet paper. It's like they're going to shit their entire fucking life away last pandemic. You know what I'm saying? So let's start it up. Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Living for a Living, episode number 62. We got a live one going with Twitch and TikTok, but no one's in TikTok because all my friends from TikTok are in Twitch, and that's what it is. What a world this is coming to. I'm just figuring out new ways to completely talk to myself, but now at least I got a couple friends on the internet right there who are joining the conversation. So we're having fun. Happy St. Paddy's Day to everybody. You know, I'm a quarter Irish, quarter Finnish, quarter Danish, and that makes me American. I don't know what the other quarter is. It's a bunch of shit. So, I guess someone said it earlier that I'm starting to pay taxes and I'm starting to abuse alcohol. So that quarter of Finnish is really starting to show since I've been here in 4 months. So I'm excited to be here. All right, let's get into it. Let's see. Last weekend I had my buddy visit from Vasa, who I basically made two really good friends there in my short 2 months there in 2019. And it was really good to see him. And this dude is impressive. He's only 20 years old. He was going to be my backup quarterback when I was there. Could play football, super cerebral kind of guy. Has since gotten injured. And with that shit show of a year in Vasa 2019, I think football just kind of ended up, I think he got hurt too. So football, he's not playing anymore. But he's literally doing the one other thing that I'd want to do with my life if I wasn't doing what I'm doing right now, which is he bought a van maybe, 5-6 months ago, and has just been traveling around Finland since he can't really travel around Europe like he originally planned on it. And he's got a dirt bike in the back, skis, a router. He has his like telecommunications sales job still that he can do from the van with a router, all that stuff. And so it was cool to be around him because I normally don't run into too many people that I'm envious of their lives, because I'm getting to really do what the fuck I want to do for the most part, which isn't making a ton of money yet, but hopefully eventually it'll turn into more than just 6 people that turn into Twitch and TikTok, and it'll be like 6,000, but I'll remember you guys, of course. You guys are the OGs. And so, yeah, anyway, he was visiting this weekend. He just randomly hit me up on Friday and was like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? I'm going to be in Kuopio. And I had no idea he was doing the van life. And he stops by. I'm like, well, what are you doing for work? What's going on? And he explained it, that he had the van. He's been living in it. And his original plan was just to travel Europe, go to Spain or Portugal for the winter to avoid the darkness and the cold, which I respect. And I was like, damn, dude, you're really doing it? Got the tour of his van, all that stuff, and it was just really beneficial for me to see it and like feel it and know that it's like super possible, actually, rather than just it being this idea and hearing the numbers behind how much he got the van for, the insurance, just getting the complete rundown on it, which here it seems much more manageable than in the U.S. I think in the U.S. right now, because it's so hot commodity, or what's the word, like in style, and it's like the cool new thing, vans are just so expensive, and to rebuild them and build them out are super expensive. And I mean, the prices he told me, I was like, whoa, okay, I almost have that much money. I could do that. And his van was sick. So we got a couple, and then, I mean, it was just a crazy hangout in general because we got to talk about Vasa, which I've kind of mentioned before was just a really unfortunate situation from the football side of things for myself because of the coach that was there and just the vibe overall organizationally in general, which has changed a lot now. My good buddy, my other best friend from there is now the president of the team and running shit, so I'm sure they're going to really pick things up. But just also like the guys I was living with, I didn't super vibe with. I did, but not on like a living together kind of situation. There's a difference between being a friend of somebody and then living with somebody. And so sometimes people that you're friends with, you don't want to live with. And some people you live with, you don't want to be friends with. And I liked both the dudes outside of the house, but inside of the house, just weird energy. And so the combination of the football and my living situation not being ideal, very much less than ideal, combined with a few other things, led me to leaving there. But I actually did really like the city of Vasa. It was fucking cool. And I liked the couple people that I got to meet, including this guy. And so it was fun to just be able to rehash and tell some stories about the fucking insanity that went on in those 2 months that I was there with someone who actually was there and could understand and could replay his version of the story and what he was hearing. And so that was kind of fun to go down that like memory lane. You know, hard times suck in the moment, but then a couple years later, they make the best stories. And so I guess if you're going through some shit right now, just know, man, in 2 years, shit's going to be a really good story you can tell. So practice telling it too. Figure out the good punchlines of it. I've already told there's a German guy on my team here in Kuopio, and he's living with an American guy, and maybe I shouldn't tell this. Maybe I'll edit it out, but for you Twitch people, I'll give you this one. The American guy, I guess, is not the best roommate from what I hear. And he's like stolen the German guy's orange juice and stuff and other things in the house, like uses his seasoning without asking, all these kind of things. And one night the German guy came out of his room to go to the bathroom and fill up his water bottle. And the American guy was sitting there with his ice cream container, scooping some into a bowl. And the German guy said he didn't even really realize it was his at the time. And then he started filling up the water bottle, and the American guy was like, hey, bro, I wanted to ask you, could I have some of your ice cream? Well, he already has like 3 scoops into the bowl. The German guy was just like, no. Because there'd been some other things that had happened too. But I laugh because I've told that story now probably 7 times. And that's such a fucking funny story for me because I'm not living in it. And that's what I told my German homie. I was like, dude, just understand that in 2 years from now, when you're gone, that's going to be one of the best stories to tell people. Because I have that same kind of stuff where I've been lucky for the most part with people I've lived with in Europe. I've normally had my own place, and now that's the thing I ask for in my contract. Because I've had some shitty ass roommates. But the first year when I was living in Portugal, I was living with this guy who was like from the hood, super nice guy, good guy, but just didn't have a lot of life experience, common sense combination. And so in Europe, for my American people that don't know, they don't have dryers for the most part. So everyone has to hang their clothes on either a clothesline or there's like essentially like an indoor clothesline kind of thing. And this dude, I'd never seen one. He obviously had never seen one or used one. And so I came home one day, he'd done laundry, and there's just all of the clothes just like laying over it, like on top of each other, not using the individual lines to hang them up. And I'm a big believer for the most part in figuring shit out on your own, because I, for the most part, had to really figure shit out on my own. And I think that's a much better teacher. You only have to fuck up once before you really learn. If someone's just holding your hand throughout life and, oh, this is how you do this and this is how you do that and here you do that, but you got to do this, you don't fucking learn. And so I let that dude's clothes sit there and get fucking wet. But eventually I needed to fucking dry my clothes, and his things were taking weeks to dry. And so I was like, hey man, I was like, hey, bro, I got to use that. My stuff's done. This is like a week later, probably. He's like, yeah, but my clothes aren't drying from this thing. I'm like, he's like, I don't know. This thing sucks. I'm like, well, man, you see, you have to hang them on the individual lines. It's like a clothesline, but inside. Oh, I didn't know. I'd never used one of these before. I was like, yeah, motherfucker, me neither. But what the fuck did you think the lines were for? I mean, I guess ventilation. But I mean, this dude literally had like sweatpants on top of a t-shirt, on top of underwear, on top of socks, thinking with repeat, again, layers, thinking it's all going to fucking dry. So you learn that way. So yeah, anyway, my homie Yere visited, and it was fun to be able to talk about those things that happened in Vasa. Fun to talk about the van life. This dude is, I don't know, wise beyond his years. He's like a video game. He used to be a professional gamer at one point. He coaches people to game for Counter-Strike. I'm mad we didn't just do it. If we could have done a podcast. He came over Saturday at 2 p.m. and we talked nonstop from 2 p.m. until 2 a.m. Like nonstop. It would have been a 12-hour podcast. It would have been a bitch to edit, but we covered all kinds of crazy shit. And I'll eventually have him on here because he's a cool motherfucking guy, and right now has a couple businesses he's started and running or a part of, on top of his other job, on top of just doing his own thing. And we vibed. We talked about the whole Living for a Living brand, podcast, content, all those kind of things. He really got my mind turning in certain ways. So I think we might have something coming out. I don't know what the way to say it is. Sounds like we're gonna announce that we're gay together. That's not it. We got some stuff brewing right now, so stay on the lookout for that. It's just been fun to talk with people who also have the idea of not just succumbing to the rat race and or like want to really, maybe succumbing isn't the right word, but have a strong desire to not be a part of that. And that's where I'm at. I've said it before, say it again. The moment I can just fade away to a nice little plot of land, small farm in Portugal, preferably near the beach where I can surf, that'll be the day. Although I'll still, I think, do the podcast and stuff then and just talk shit to the ether. But yeah, it was a good visit. Haven't talked and been that excited, and like I said, it put all of these things that have been in my mind that have been kind of very loose end, unsure things, and it kind of just gave them some solidification or some possibility. It made them real because he's doing some of the things and the things he was talking about. So it was just a good hang, good weekend. And I also that night made oven pizza, the best you can ever make it. I don't think it can ever be made better than that. For all my Finnish people at the store, the Rustica pizza 4-cheese blend, you put it in the oven at 225 and then you don't take it out until you can smell it. Once you hit there, you get the crispy underneath, and oh, it was delicious. So delicious. All right, what do I want to go to next? Oh, I guess I got a couple things on my mind. It's just after this week of posting on TikTok where I talked about toilets and cross-country skiing and common sense, literally like complimented Finland saying they have some common sense, but then I still see people wearing masks, and it's just so easy to get people emotional nowadays. I mean, it's so easy. Literally getting people emotional and negative commenting, talking shit about literally shit and toilets. I mean, it's wild to me. But I guess also I was talking about this earlier, is people log on to TikTok and social media and Twitter nowadays with the idea that I'm going to be offended. There's going to be some controversy. There's going to be some conflict. And so if that's what you log on to with the idea of, then you're going to find what you're looking for. We all hear what we want to hear. We see what we want to see. And so just the amount of absolute lunacy and emotional response, knee-jerk response from some of these posts is just comical. And it's just so easy at this point. And as a little hustler right now, trying to grow this stuff and eventually maybe doing some advertisements or, just being in that social media kind of world, oh, you can just use it to your advantage so easily. You motherfuckers are just so manipulatable. So easy. So easy. And on the topic of masks again, and this will sure to be piss everybody off, is I've noticed that the people who are super gung-ho, wear your masks all the time, that want to tell everybody to wear their masks all the time, the mask Hitlers, those people, I just, on a feeling that I get, don't like themselves very much. And so I've realized that a lot of the people who are really excited, or not excited, but really really okay with wearing the masks all the time, I don't think truly love themselves that much. And I'm speaking from I'm speaking from personal experience. I used to hate brushing my teeth at night because I had to sit there and look at the mirror and look at myself in the mirror for 2 minutes straight. And I hated doing that because I didn't fucking love myself at all. And so I've noticed that I think a lot of people who are super, and not everybody, I know, not everybody, not generalizing every single fucking person, but most people who are fucking mask Hitlers just don't really love themselves. And so they kind of want to hide behind the mask. They don't want others to have to see them. And on the flip side, I feel like a lot of people who are quote unquote anti-mask, or just basically don't want to be told they have to wear a mask every waking moment when they're outside. I don't think that might classify you now as anti-mask, but I think that's just a common sense motherfucker. I think those people tend to love themselves a little bit more. And this is just judging off of my own personal experiences. But it's just interesting to see. Because, man, the mask itself and some of those comments on the TikTok that I posted is like, well, I kind of think the mask is cool. And it's like, why? It's only cool because it's now like been made into this thing. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, all Americans used to make fun of the Asian community for wearing masks in the airports and all that kind of stuff. And now, again, you become what you make fun of. You become what you hate. So maybe since I'm making fun of it right now, I'm actually going to become a self-loathing mask Hitler. Fuck, damn it. I got to catch myself in that one then. But yeah, that's just something I've noticed. I was talking to my dad this last weekend too, and just talking about different things. And he said something that I have to give him credit for. I told him I was going to quote it. He says, like, man, and my dad's 79, runs a small business in St. Louis, Missouri, hasn't been the most healthy person in the world, has not bought into any of this fucking bullshit. And he was like, man, Joe, these people now, that someone could tell them to wear a green ribbon in their hair and it would help them with all this shit going on. And you'd walk outside and just see green ribbons in people's hair. I was like, yeah, I think you're actually right. Like, people are just so far gone, and just the idea of thinking for themselves is so out of the question that it's because ultimately when you think for yourself, you then have to take accountability for what happens to you, and you have to take accountability for your thoughts. And so if you think for yourself and something bad happens to you, it's then your fault, technically. But in this world of victimhood, which is completely evidenced by the idea of Meghan, whatever the fuck her name is, Prince Harry's wife, going on Oprah, talking about how she's oppressed. I mean, if that's not the queen of victimhood now at this point, I don't know what is. But in this world of victimization is now a social currency that people will feel bad, and then you can move along and it's okay. It's okay. It's crazy. But that's where we're at in society, because then it's not my fault. I'm not accountable. I'm not responsible. That it's somebody else's. Someone's oppressing me. Someone is whatever isming me. There's an ist over there, and it's not my fault. It's somebody else's fault. So, no, the whole idea of this shit going on right now, it's baffling. But also it makes sense, because that's what's been pushing. It's what's became popular, and it's a scary place we're headed. All right, and we're back from a word from our sponsors. Just kidding. We don't have any sponsors yet. Ooh, but that's a thing that's been on my mind too. For anybody in Kuopio, if you're interested at all on helping with the podcast, helping with the clips, helping with whatever, you got some ideas, maybe you don't like being on the camera, but you can edit, or you can do something. You want to just be the producer. I don't know if you watch Joe Rogan, but be the Jamie. Be somebody that's just there. So I'm actually kind of talking to somebody rather than just talking to a fucking wall. Let me know, because I'd be interested in having someone else on the team. I'm trying to maybe grow this thing a little bit, and I have some things in the works for that from the more business side of things, but also, in terms of making clips and doing some of those things. At this point, I do everything myself, and so I would be down to teach somebody if you don't know, but you're interested in getting into like the podcast kind of production game. And I'm no master at this shit, don't get me wrong, but I know a little bit. At this point, I've realized that if my podcast never takes off and I don't want to do mine, I could offer my services of knowing how to clip shit up, posting. Now I have fucking 30,000 followers on TikTok that I've grown from nothing. I could, use that in a resume. That I could make money through Fiverr or online or doing some shit by just clipping stuff up, because at this time and place, with the way social media is, with the way ads are, it's super possible. So if anyone out there in Kuopio is interested in doing that, let me know. Or nearby Kuopio. You'd have to come to me, though. Once a week, twice a week, I got plenty of time. So, yeah, I wanted to say that. What else? What else we got here? Talked about people getting emotional. Talked about that one. Okay. Talked about that one. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I got one. On the dating Tinder side of things, I got a couple ones my mom's not going to be proud of, but oh well. I've said before that I'm really trying to work on my in-person game, because at this point, Tinder and Kuopio is kind of becoming very dry. And it's so easy to know when someone's bullshitting, because you'll say like, hey, what are you doing this week? What's your schedule like? Let's hang out. Let's do something. And they'll hit you with the, well, I don't know, I'm super busy. Or maybe on the weekend. Either the super busy or the maybe on the weekend. Maybe next week. The maybe plus a vague date in the future equals never. And so I realize more and more I'm getting fucking older. Although I'm shaving the beard next week, so maybe I'll be like a young boy out there. Because I think everybody thinks I'm over 30 with the beard. And when I don't have a beard, I think everybody will think I'm under 25. So we'll see what happens. And, but no, I've realized that my in-person game is still not very good. I need like an in one way or the other, and I'm not just bold enough or confident enough. I'm not exactly sure what the word is to just go up and be like, hey, what's up? And so my easy go-to is, but this one also sucks because I need to be pretty drunk in order to do it, because I really only smoke cigarettes if I'm pretty drunk. And the person has to roll cigarettes, because I won't just smoke a fucking normal cigarette. But if all my stars align and I'm pretty drunk and there's a girl who's rolling her own cigarettes, and I think she's cute, that's my in to go talk. And I'll be like, hey, I'm sorry to bother you. Could I roll a cigarette? And then it's the perfect game, because then, well, side note, is I'm also doing it because I'm like getting my fix in of rolling a joint without actually smoking weed, because the little like addict in me or whatever likes just the process of rolling. Not really the addict, the habit. What's the habitat? What's the noun version? I mean, I guess a habit is a noun. But you know what I'm saying? Like addiction. If you have an addiction, you're an addict. And if you have a habit, you're a habit? What are you? Ooh, that's I should look that up. Anyway, it kind of it gives me that little fix. And so I've done it now twice. And your boy is 2 for 2. And because it's a good thing, because first you get the little, 2-3 minutes talking while you're rolling. And that gives you a little measuring stick for whether somebody's cool enough. Then you get the cigarette smoke session yourself with them. Another like 5-10 minute icebreaker talk, kind of thing. If you're not into it right there, later. If it's awkward there, well, thanks for the cigarette. I don't know you shit. See you later. If you are, as I my loner self go to the bar by myself. I said, well, hey, or they'll invite me. I'll say, yeah, well, cool. And then you're in. And it was so natural and so easy. And again, it gets me a fix in multiple different ways. But that's kind of my game right now. But again, I want to get the balls. I've been dreaming this one up, and it almost came to fruition today. I should have just acted on it. Is in the supermarket, because everything in Finnish, or everything here is in Finnish. I don't know what everything says. And so, I mean, I can't use this. I can only use this in a certain section. But in the meat section of like the beef, ground beef, I know they have some organic ground beef or some more natural or whatever ground beef. And so I've been plotting this one out that, again, the stars got to fucking more align than a hot girl rolling her own cigarettes with me being drunk. It's got to be perfect timing of the girl I'm interested in walking by me while I'm near the fucking beef section. But being like, hey, excuse me, I'm sorry, I can't read any. Is there one that's more like a natural or an organic one? Yeah, I could look it up on my phone. But then what would I have a subject to talk to you about? And so then that gives you an in right there. And then if you can read the vibe pretty quick. Someone in the Twitch chat was saying, oh my God, you have a plan. You're so creepy. And ironically, it's from someone whose nickname is Creepy Pete. So takes one to know one. And so that kind of got me off train of thought. But today I almost got to use it while I was browsing the vegetables section. And again, a girl wearing a mask, so I can't even tell if she looks good. You can just tell by fucking style and eyes whether someone looks good nowadays. But she had some good style and some good eyes. She had the gray like yoga pants on, and gray yoga pants are 100% the best color. 100% the best color. No fucking questions asked. If you're trying to cheat in the yoga pant game, go gray, because those things are doing things. And she literally walked by as I was in, but I just didn't have the courage for it, that I'll have to, but it literally, my stars had aligned for this one to work. I just haven't capitalized on it. But yeah, I'd really like to get it so my game is just walking down the street, seeing somebody like, hey, what's up? And I don't even know where I go from there. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. What's that Drake line? Girl, you ain't the only one trying to be the only one. I am definitely not the only guy using this as their go-to. But then let's just say my cigarette game works. Eventually my meat section game works. That sounds kind of funny. If you ever come back to my house and you're a girl, and the Weeknd album, The Beauty Behind the Madness, gets put on, it means we're about to fuck. Because I will admit, that's been a go-to album for me for a while. So in my mind, I know the time stamps of every song. I know where we're at. I know whether I'm on schedule, where we need to get to, what song number we need to get to. So that way you tell your friends about me. Again, sorry, Mom. My mom does watch this. So does my dad. And sometimes it's weird because I feel like a lot of the people who have successful podcasts, well, I guess all the people that I watch are comedians, and the people I really watch is Tim Dillon and Theo Vaughn. And both of their moms are like schizophrenic weirdos. And so sometimes I'm always like, why does my mom have to be so fucking cool? Because my mom's really fucking cool. My dad is too. But sometimes it's like weird in this entertainment industry. It's like the more fucked up your home life is, the better of an entertainer you become for some weird reason. And I had a really good life growing up with my parents. My parents are fucking awesome. And so that probably means I'm a really shitty entertainer and I'm not going to make it. That's all right. I'll have my van soon enough. Eventually doing some pods from the van. That'll be fucking dope. All right, I might get a little... do I want to get into this right now? Because it's kind of a conflicting story of what I just said about having a super good home life and everything growing up, or a good childhood, because I did. My parents were fucking awesome. But there's this weird thing that, and I have a feeling I know where it really stems from, actually. But throughout life, I've just never in anything felt good enough or felt worthy of being in a certain position. And I think that's a big reason for why I used to smoke a lot back in the days. But I think it stems from the fact that, like, when I was growing up, so I played quarterback, and I've had a lot of identity built into sports, which I've tried to kind of separate over the last few years, especially with the podcast, with other stuff, with just being a fucking human being. But growing up, there was this other kid in the same town or town next to us who was same age or maybe a year younger, grade younger, excuse me, who also played quarterback. And he was like the phenom kid, Jake Heaps. Fairly nice guy. A little bit arrogant, but I also get it because from like 7th grade he's been told he's the best. And so it's naturally going to happen. But I think also just a good dude from what I hear. And so it was always, all I ever heard about was this guy. And it didn't matter what the fuck I did. I could win some camp MVP. My team could do something. Our team could beat his team. But it was always what this guy was just so fucking good. And so I think a big reason for me feeling this idea or belief of nothing I ever did was good enough was built into that. Also, I mean, I guess, I was always good at school, but I never really gave a fuck. I was just good naturally. And so I never really had to try, and I didn't give a fuck about getting A's or whatever. If I got a B, I was cool with it. Like for me, if I could put no effort in and get a B, it was better than putting effort in and getting an A for myself. And even sometimes I could put effort in and get an A. But no matter what I really did, and my mom will probably be sad to hear this, and Mom, I still love you, but it was like no matter what I did in school, it was always like I could do better. And I get that my parents wanted me to keep pushing and doing stuff, but from that side of things, there was never this feeling of accomplishment, And I get it, because like I said, I didn't really fucking try. But it just would have been now reflecting back of hearing like, hey, I know you really didn't even try, but good fucking job to even get a B. You know what I mean? It was just like this thing of, because then I ended up getting, I graduated college with like a 3.75 or something. I had like the little gold cord, the cum laude. And that's, yeah, cum laude. And I mean, I don't credit that to me being some good student or anything like that at all. I just understood the system of it. Whereas if you fucking go to class every day, you make some kind of relationship with the teacher, like a friendship, not some fucking creepy shit. And then you do all right on tests, you're at least going to get a B. But because you've gone every single day, you're going to have most of the assignments done, all of the in-class stuff done, all of the participation stuff done. That's a huge chunk of your grade. And then if you do all right on tests, you're going to be good. And then on top of that, if the teacher fucks with you, then he's going to round up. If you're at that 89%, 89.6, you're getting a fucking A-. And so to me, it's just baffling to me when people can't do good in school because it's such a system. And I know it kind of sucks, but in order for the amount of money that's spent in the US on it, you might as well fucking go through the system and play the game. You know, now that I'm doing fucking YouTube and TikTok, I'm looking at analytics and all this shit and talking a little bit of shit here, and it's all my true feelings, but at the same time, maybe word it or edit it a certain way, and we can get motherfuckers emotional about toilets and get 60,000 fucking views about me talking shit about literal shit. And so in that same fucking breath, you play the game at school. It's not hard. Yeah, the American college education system is so fucked. Although actually, I think it's better than some places I've heard in Europe. In Czech, from what I heard, the college system there was fucking stupid. It's all memorization. You got to take a test like 4 different times, and it didn't make any sense. It was like, well, this is the first test, so I don't have to do that good on it. I don't have to study that much. I was like, well, what the fuck have you been going to school for the last 2 months? But in the U.S., because I transferred from JUCO to North Dakota to University of New Haven, and then also my senior year of high school, I did running start at the local community college. So all my classes were at the community college. I had credits from all over. And so when I got to the last school, my degree audit thing came out. And I had taken English 1 my senior year of high school, and then I took English 2 when I was in North Dakota. But the way that my new school was counting it was that so backwards. They were counting my English 2. No, they were counting my English 1 class from high school as English 2 at this $60,000 a year private school. So they were going to make me, so I was missing English 1. So I was going to have to retake that my senior year of college, English 1, which is like literally first year class. And so I got them this fucking syllabi from both classes and said, hey, here's this thing. You know, I've taken 2 English classes. I don't need to take another English class. And so I send them that shit, and they respond back with, well, after reviewing that, we've decided that your English 2 class counts as English 1 here, and so now you need to take an English 2 class here. It's like, motherfucker, you're so full of shit. Like, you're saying that first time it was my English 1 class counted as English 2. I needed to take English 1. Now it's my English 2 class counted as English 1, so I needed to take English 2. And I was like, that is fucked up. And back to my story on making connections with your teachers. I had one of my film class teachers, cool motherfucker, Falcone. I know he's not watching this, but if he ever heard this, it'd be cool. And I came into class, and I was mad about this shit one day because I might have had to stay extra for 1 extra semester or something to take 1 class to get some fucking useless piece of paper. And so I came in class kind of pissed, and he was like, hey, is everything all right? And I was like, man, it's just the English department. I explained that entire story I just said to him. And he goes, what? That sounds stupid. He's like, well, he goes, send me an email telling me that exact story. And one of my best friends is the head of the English department. So I'll forward it to him, and I'm sure we can solve it. I go, all right, cool, man. Send him that shit that night. Within the week, degree audit online. I have credit for English 1 and English 2. So that was just a huge example. You know, the cliche thing of it's not what you know, it's who you know. That was just a major example of it. And I was like, man, but also a major example of this shit is fucking bullshit. I'm getting a little ranty today, huh? It's kind of fun. Yeah, I like getting a little ranty with it. And let's see, what's the last? I think that's my last thing before we get into a little bit of, I don't really actually have much. No, that's pretty much it. My last thing here is this TikTok stuff. I know I've started the last like 3 podcasts talking about TikTok. And that's actually where I want to get some guests from, because I don't know, I think it's just kind of the next thing. But I was in the sauna here in Kuopio at the gym. And I'm sitting there, and a guy walks in with 2 of his kids, and he looks at me and says something in Finnish, like moro or moristo, or it was an advanced greeting that I'm not aware of yet. And I said, moi. And then he went into something else. And I was like, I'm sorry, man, I don't speak Finnish. And he was like, I knew it was you. I recognize you from TikTok. And I was like, no fucking way, dude. Like, I've been recognized a few other times. This is, I think, the 3rd or 4th time now. But from basically a dad in the sauna, of all places. Because although this dude was an interesting cat, he'd just like lived in Abu Dhabi for a year or 2, or maybe longer, but wanted to move back so his kids could be in the Finnish education system. And so he was like, I'm not super Finnish in the way of, I kind of like talking to people and starting random conversations and blah, blah, blah. And we ended up talking for 25, 30 minutes. My guy, Yuso? That's John in English, but Yuso. Yeah. So anyway, he says he follows me. He was going to comment something on it, but he fucking hasn't commented anything yet. So I might have to clip this up and post it. So John, my guy, Yuso. What's up, bro? Let's get a beer. That about wraps it up, though. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining as always. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, send them in. WhatsApp +1 425 443 6928. If you want to tell a friend about this podcast that you think might enjoy some stupid American that lives abroad talking shit, whatever comes to his mind, and not scared to say anything, would appreciate that forward. And I think that's all. Alrighty. Happy St. Paddy's Day. And until next time, peace and much love. Holla.
Yeah. Living for a living, baby. How you doing? From the west side, L-O-V-E. You might never see nothing like me. Nah. You might never hear nothing like me again. Nah. I'm back looking like me again. Tell them niggas it's me again. Yeah. It's me again. Yeah. It's me again. My mind is the strongest muscle in my body. I can make anything happen. Just gotta add a little love, a little dedication. Give it some time and watch it grow. Hard work can take you anywhere you wanna go. If you don't believe nothing else, you could bet on that. Keep your head up high and never look back. know it's only one person that can stop you from getting what you want, and that's yourself. You just gotta push yourself to be the best and don't worry about nobody else. Remember, theirs ain't got nothing to do with yours. You hear me?